plumb lines, level gauges, tape measures. I used to help my dad with a lot of projects around the house, at least as much as any 6-year-old boy can really help with these things. Usually it amounted to my holding the other end of whatever Dad was working with. Here, hold this chalk line. I've got to see if this wall is square. Here, hold this tape measure. Let's see how long this board is. That's the image in our first reading today. The prophet has a vision of a man with a measuring rod. He's come to measure Jerusalem, check the size, count the flocks. We know what's really going on. He's measuring the faith of the nation, because a faithful nation will prosper and expand. An unfaithful nation will wither and diminish. That's one reason I'm concerned about recent surveys that show that more Americans these days consider themselves spiritual but don't really apply themselves to any particular religion. When someone tells you something like that, don't be afraid to probe a little bit, gently, and just see what they're really talking about. What is it that you believe? And what kind of prayers do you say? Do you meditate at all? Because if it's just a vague feeling about something else out there, that doesn't do us a whole lot of good. We need the structure of an organized religion to bring us together as a community, to challenge us to grow in character and virtues. If nothing challenges us, we're not going to progress very far. This, I think, is the new evangelization, in 20 words or less, to reach out to people who grew up Catholic but have backed off to a general spirituality. Help them to realize the need we all have for a concrete religious expression. And if we can do that, then the next time the inspector comes, he'll have to bring a bigger tape measure.